The EFL Championship is relentless. Yes, guys, we're back with another predictions video. It's time to predict scores for game week 17. At the top of the table, Leeds United, after that fantastic late away win against Swansea at Swansea.com Stadium on Sunday, sees them climb to the summit with Sheffield United and Sunderland hot on their heels. Over the course of the weekend as well, there was one postponement between Blackburn Rovers and Portsmouth, but the vital statistics for you is that there was only one home win, 7 draws, that's how tight it is in the Championship, and 3 away wins. For those of you who are playing along at home over at the Superbrew website, top scorer for game week 16 was Daddy Cool 52, and Daddy Cool came away with 16.5 points. Top of the leaderboard though, same as last time, we've got KP21X flying away with it on 171 points. So for these mid-week fixtures, which takes place on Tuesday the 26th and Wednesday the 27th of November, hopefully we'll have 12 fixtures to enjoy the course of midweek, weather permitting of course, and it all kicks off at Turf Moor where Burnley take on Coventry City. Burnley, although not being spectacular, ground out that 1-0 away win against Bristol City, the Wurzels, last time out, and Coventry gained a draw in a very tough fixture, 2-2 against Sheffield United. Burnley currently 2 points behind the three league leaders in this one. I think they'll just do enough to win this fixture, and I'm going to go for another 1-0 victory to Burnley. Next up we've got Hull City against Sheffield Wednesday. Hull City dropping into the bottom 3 last weekend, and Sheffield Wednesday, it wasn't the best of matches against Cardiff City, a real slog there at Hillsborough, ended up 1-1 draw with Cardiff City. In this one, I think Sheffield Wednesday will get at least a point. Can they do enough to get all 3? I'm not so sure, so I'm going to go for another draw in this one, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. Next up at Carrow, we've got Norwich City coming up against Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth saving a point last time out on Friday evening against Watford where they drew 2-2, and Norwich also drawing as well with Desmond's. Both of these teams finding it really hard to win a match. Plymouth's record on the road hasn't been great, although they've been picking up the odd point here and there. Norwich tend to be stronger at home. Can they get something in this match? I think they will, and I think they'll actually just edge it, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win to the Canaries. Next up, we move to Bramall Lane, where league leaders, or joint league leaders, the Blades, after the 4 wins on the bounce, has come to that draw against Coventry, and Oxford United absolutely getting thumped 6-2 at home against Middlesbrough. In this one, I think Sheffield United will be too strong for Oxford, and I'm going to go for a straightforward 2-0 home victory. We then move to the Bet365 Stadium where Stoke take on Preston. Stoke just 1 defeat in the last 6. For Preston, it's also just 2 defeats in the last 7, I should say, for both teams. A draw last time out with Derby. In this one, you could say that Preston get a draw. However, I fancy Stoke to just nick this one at home. It's going to be very tight, but I can see them winning 1-0. We then move to Vicarage Road, where Watford take on Bristol City. Got that creditable draw, you could say, against Plymouth, although they should really have held on for all 3 points, Watford. Prior to that was a 1-0 win against Oxford. Bristol City succumbing to a 1-0 away defeat against Burnley, home defeat against Burnley. In this one, I think it'll be tight, but I think actually the Wurzels will gain all 3 points in a 2-1 away win. We then move up to the North East. Sunderland take on West Brom. West Brom going ahead in that match on the weekend against Norwich, but they couldn't hold on, and again it finished in a draw for the Baggies. Both of these teams, 10 draws between these teams in the last 14 matches. Probably looking for a draw in this one as well. And you know what? I am going to go for a draw. And West Brom don't tend to score many goals away from home, so can it be 0-0 or 1-1? I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. We then move to the Cardiff City Stadium, and I'll actually be in attendance for this match. Currently, the weather in South Wales is wet, probably all over the UK as well. Cardiff drawing with Sheffield Wednesday, of course, and QPR, Queen's Park Rangers, drawing with Stoke 1-1. This one, another tight one. But I think Cardiff, if they can keep it tight at the back, I think they'll come away with all 3 points in a 2-1 victory. They are a little bit leaky at times, Cardiff. Then we move on to Elland Road, where Leeds United top of the table, first time in a while, take on Luton Town. Luton, a good win against Hull, although Hull at the moment terrible. Leeds United, plenty of goals in their ranks, and I can see them winning this one. They only played on Sunday though, didn't they? Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Leeds United. Luton's still got a lot of injury worries. Next up, talking about goals scored, Middlesbrough scored something like, I think it's, 6, 11, 15 goals in their last 3 matches, taking on a Blackburn team, of course, who didn't play on Saturday due to their waterlogged pitch. In this one, I think Middlesbrough again will gain all 3 points, and I'm going to go for a 3-0 home win. That should be straightforward for Borough there. Then, also missing out on the weekend, Portsmouth. Kudos to their travelling fans who made that long trip up to the northwest, but didn't see any football action, unfortunately, unless they stopped off a match on the way back down to the south coast. Take on a Millwall side who are now without defeat in the last 7 matches. A 1-1 draw against Sunderland last time out at the Den, with the new Den. This one, I think it's going to end up in another draw, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. Then we move to Pride Park for the final fixture of this game round. We've got Derby coming up against Swansea. Derby stronger at home. Swansea 4 defeats in their last 7. A real good game against Leeds, but couldn't gain anything in the end. They've just defeated right at the death, weren't they? Under new ownership as well now. You know what, I think this is going to end up in a draw as well, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. There were 7 draws on the weekend, and I think it's going to go with the same vein with these midweek fixtures. So those are my predictions for game week 17. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Super Brew website or as a comment in the comment section below. But enjoy the midweek fixtures. Hopefully all the matches will be on, and I'll see you next time.